What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, I want to bust some myths that are out there about the leveling in Cyberpunk 2077. There's a lot of gonk information out there about how the leveling system works and what's actually going to be the best way for you to level in Cyberpunk 2077 after the 2.0 update. Now, before we get into the myths, I want to simply go over the different types of leveling that's available in Cyberpunk 2077. So there is a character level. This level can go from 1 to 50 if you don't own the Phantom Liberty DLC. If you own the Phantom Liberty DLC, the character level can go up to 60. Character leveling is going to directly affect the number of attribute points that you have and is going to give you perk points. There's another way to get perk points, which I'll go over here in a moment, but character leveling has everything to do with your character and your ability to build your character the way that you want. So attributes and perks. The other thing that you're going to see leveling up while you're playing is street cred. Now, street cred is not really experience, and it's not going to help you with your character build. The purpose of street cred is to give you more contracts and to give you discounts at vendors. However, there is no way to boost the amount of street cred that you're gaining, and it's not going to help you with your character build, so we're going to avoid it in this video. The other area where you're going to want to focus your leveling is in your skills. There are currently 5 different skills that you can level: Headhunter, Netrunner, Shinobi, Solo, and Engineer. If you want to level Headhunter, you're going to be trying to get headshots or doing silent takedowns. Both of those things will net you some experience to Headhunter. Netrunner is all about using your quick hacks. Shinobi is all about using blades and some stealth. Solo is all about using blunt weapons or your fists, and then engineering can be leveled by either crafting, dismantling, or by using grenades. I've also seen that weapons that do fire damage have the ability to level up engineering. And leveling up in skills is very important because it gives you lots of different bonuses that you can't get any other way. For example, if you've ever watched a build video where you're trying to match a build for, say, slotting cyberware, and you don't have the same capacity as the person in that build video, it's likely that they have these skill points leveled up higher than you do so that they can have more cyberware slotted. Additionally, certain skill levels will give you more perk points for your attribute system. So it's very important to focus on and concentrate on leveling up those skills. So now that you have a general idea of how the leveling system and the experience works in Cyberpunk 2077, it's time to get into the myth busting. Now, if you're watching this video, you've probably watched other videos about leveling quickly. And most of those videos have probably said play on very hard difficulty. However, the character experience gained from easy difficulty to very hard difficulty is negligible. You're talking about an addition of 1 to 4 total experience per kill when going from easy difficulty to very hard difficulty. So for leveling your character up, the difficulty actually doesn't make that much of a difference. Where the big difference comes in with the difficulty is the skill XP that you're gaining. You are going to gain a lot more skill XP on very hard difficulty than you are on the other levels. However, if you're having a hard time with the content, lowering your difficulty is not going to harm the amount of experience your character is gaining in any way that you're going to notice. And actually, for character leveling, I found that going all the way down to easy is the best, because in the testing that I did, I actually got 1 less experience from the guy that I killed multiple times on each difficulty level on easy, where I got 2 less experience killing that guy on hard and medium, compared to killing him on very hard. So I recommend early on playing on a lower difficulty so that you aren't dying and wasting time reloading and trying the engagement again. On top of that, the bonus experience that you get for playing through a mission or doing a gig or doing an NCPD interaction, that bonus experience for completing that is not affected by the difficulty that you're playing on. And I would say right about level 11 is where you could ramp the difficulty up and have a much better experience with most of the content. I actually have a guide that I'm working on to show you how to become OP at level 11. So join with all the other chooms that are subscribing to the channel and click that subscribe button, ring that bell so you get notified when I upload another video. So yes, you should be playing on very hard difficulty to get the most experience. However, it's negligible for your character experience, but it makes a big difference in your skills experience. You've probably all heard to sleep before you go out and do any leveling. Actually, before you go out and play the game, you should sleep and take a shower. And if you've happened to buy or rent an apartment that has a coffee maker, you should drink some coffee as well. All of these things are going to add bonuses to your gameplay. However, I've seen some misinformation about the experience gained from sleeping because it doesn't actually give you character experience. Again, this buff only gives you a 10% increase to your skill experience. So this is not going to help your character level in any way. It's only going to help your skill experience. Now you can always look at what the buffs are doing by bringing up your weapon wheel. You can do that on PC by holding Alt. I'm not sure what button brings up that weapon wheel on console, but all you have to do is bring that up and take a look at what each one of those bonuses is actually doing for you. So if you've been sleeping and you're looking at your experience gain going, hey, I'm not getting any extra experience for kills, that's because it doesn't give you any extra experience for kills. It only gives you a buff to skill experience. Now let's talk about loops, because I see a lot of people out there saying that loops are the best way to level up to 50 or level up fast or level up to 60, whatever it is. And honestly, if you're doing a loop, you should only be doing that because you are looking for specific skills to level and you're running through those areas using something that you wouldn't normally use, like a revolver build using a hammer so that they can level up in solo. If you're below maximum character level, what you should actually be doing is the NCPD missions or the gigs. And the reason why you should be doing these are for both the experience that you're going to gain when you complete that mission, as well as the bonuses that come in the different boxes that you open. Not only are you going to find weapons that you could either upgrade to or sell, but you're also going to get 125 experience for just opening that box. Now, when an NPC, depending on your level, is going to give you 9 experience to 25 experience, dependent on how difficult they are, that would be like killing 5 different enemies just for opening that box. And when you open the NCPD evidence case, a lot of the times you are going to find skill shards or perk shards inside of that case. So you can really benefit from going through and doing the NCPD missions. The entire economy for Cyberpunk 2077 has been changed with the 2.0 update. It is now more beneficial than ever to do the NCPD missions and the gigs. You're also going to gain a lot more money doing the NCPD missions than you would doing loops because of that bonus that you get for opening that evidence case. Sure, you could get lucky and find a money shard on a body when you're doing a loop, but you could do the same in an NCPD mission. Now, I know that probably sounded like an infomercial for just playing the game the way it's intended. However, it's just the facts that the missions and the gigs are going to net you better experience than running a loop. And running a loop really should be reserved for just focusing on leveling up skills that you wouldn't normally use in regular content. So to recap here real quick, play on the difficulty that you are most efficient at, where you are not dying and wasting time reloading. Use the bonuses for sleeping to level up your skills. If you are already leveled up in, say, a skill like headshots, you don't need to sleep for that bonus unless you are trying to level a different skill. And when you are leveling that other skill, you need to be using the proper equipment or method for leveling that skill. Number 3, loops. Don't usually need to use them unless you are leveling a specific skill. If you are just looking to level your character, you should be doing the missions, the gigs, or the NCPD interactions. I'm sure there's plenty of other myths out there that I'll look into busting. Don't forget to whack the like button on your way out and let me know in the comment section below if there are any other myths that you think I should bust. I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.